What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today we got the OnePlus 13 on deck. So today's video is a combination of what's on my phone, but at the same time, tips and tricks, because we're going to be going through the settings in the UI. So let's get straight into it. Okay, guys, so it's your man BG. First and foremost, let's just jump straight into this. What's on my phone, but at the same time, it's kind of like tips and tricks. I just want to show y'all my setup and a couple things that I think is cool about this. I kept this device very simple. I think Oxygen OS is pretty good. It's actually growing on them. Every time I use Oxygen, it's starting to seem a little better and a little better. I've got like 2 updates in the last week or two, and this device is running really well. But first and foremost, this is my home screen. So I've kept it very simple. As you can see, got the dock down here with the, phone dialer, Google Messages, Gmail, Chrome, and the camera. Now, of course, Google Messages. Everybody that's on Android, go with Google Messages. I believe that they're trying to phase everything that's not Google Messages out, and that's where the RCS is going to be, and we're going to have like some type of, as far as the messages go, we kind of need the same thing going on all Android phones, so we could build it up like kind of Apple's doing or kind of like Apple did iMessage. And then, as you can see, I got this one roll of apps, and this is all social media stuff: Instagram, Telegram, Threads, Facebook, and X. Now, these are kind of like, this is like Oxygen OS version of theme icons. If I go into my app drawer, all my icons don't get this theme. Some of them are not, some of them just look like regular icons, but I'll show you how I cut this on. It just kind of like matches, it makes the icons match the theme that I got going on with Oxygen and the colors and stuff like that. I'll show you where I cut that on in a second. But also, what we have here is the Google Clock widget. Now, a lot of people ask me, how did you get that Google Clock widget on this device? Because out the box, Google Clock widget is not on Samsung devices or OnePlus devices, just Pixel devices. But all you have to do is go into the Play Store and download the Google Clock. Once you download Google Clock, you're in the widget, you'll have these Pixel type clock widgets that everybody asked me about. And then that one customized BG Tech Life Pixel Clock widget that I got going on is an app called Pixel Clock Widget, and it's paid for, I think it's like $1.99 or $2.99, but it lets you customize your Pixel Clock widget. So that's what's going on the home screen. This wallpaper is actually, I just think this wallpaper is fire. This wallpaper is actually one of the wallpapers that's just factory stock on the OnePlus 13. So I was like, you know what? I was trying to find a wallpaper to change it and be different, but I'm like, yo, if it's fire, it's just fire. I had to leave it. So that's the home screen. Very simple. Now let's just talk about some of the things that you could change on the home screen, guys. You long press the home screen. Hold on, let me get it right. You long press the home screen, and as you can see, you can change the wallpapers, icons, widgets, layout, transitions, and more. So this is definitely, as far as Oxygen go, you can do a lot when it comes to actually messing with your home screen, your whole launcher look and setup. So you got wallpapers, go to wallpapers, got a whole bunch of different wallpapers right here. Then you can go to icons. You can change the icons. It's a couple different like icon type packs in here. I guess this is like Oxygen stuff. But then at the same time, you can change the shape, the rounded corners, if the words is there, things of that nature. So you can really get into, like I said, some customization. Then we go back. We got widgets, of course. This is just like any other device. All the apps that's on your device, they're going to show you their widgets and stuff like that that you can put on the home screen. Then we got layout. Layout, of course, you can change it. I got a 5x6 layout. It come out the box with a 4x6 layout. But, yeah, we're not messing with that. Also, transitions. So when you go from screen to screen, you can change it. Different transitions. I got the default, but you could like have a roll, you can have a cube, just different stuff. Flip, all kind of little stuff. Some of the stuff kind of like remind me of Nova Launcher, but yeah, we're not gonna change anything. Then you go to more, and there's a whole list of stuff that you could actually get going on with the device. So as you can see, you got the home screen, withdraw. I like the home screen withdraw. You could do a thing where you just got the standard, only a home screen, no app drawer, like you on the iPhone. Add apps to home screen, show suggested apps, and then you could just do the drawer layout. You can change that. I got it at 4 columns. Go back here, and if you look, just a whole bunch of little stuff that you could change. Icon pull down gesture. You could add a global search drawer. I like to keep it simple. I keep a lot of this stuff off. I just like to keep my device really simple and efficient. You know, we got the raise the weight, double tap to turn off screen, stuff like that. If you like those type of gestures and things of that nature, it's all here. Like I said, Oxygen got a lot of customization. So we back to the home screen. So I'm going to just swipe back and forth and show y'all what I got going on. So over here, of course, I keep this little, this is a Google feed right here. It showed me a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. I keep this on deck. I look over here for ideas, articles. Just look at, stuff, pastime, scroll. It might give a good article, a YouTube video that you ain't seen yet, or let you know what's going on with stocks and things of that nature. But go back to the home screen. Now we swipe to the left. So right here, I just basically got a basic calendar because I like to know the days and the dates and things of that nature. I need to schedule stuff. I need to know what's going on. So I like a nice big calendar. I got, just a client, just a Gmail client to see what, take a quick look at my email. Then right here, guys, this is a dope app. And this is a widget off a very dope app. This is called GCPU. It lets you know a lot about your device. And you could do like some testing on your device with GCPU. So basically, it's giving you so much information about your device. Like you see, I got the Snapdragon 8 Elite, the temperature of my device, the memory used, CPU that's being used, storage used. As you can see, I got the 512 gigabyte. Everything that's on, the Bluetooth is on, do not disturb is on, Wi-Fi is on, battery, all kind of stuff. And then you could go into the app. And once you go into the app, not right now, buddy, get up out of here. Now, sometimes you might think something not working on your device, and you can do a quick test. Like, let's try a display test. Okay. Next. And then just go ahead and test the display. Just showing all the different colors, making sure everything is in order. As you can see, red, green, blue, and everything is in order. Okay, so now let's just take a look at the settings because definitely some things that you need to adjust out of the box. So I say I adjust it out of the box because I like things a certain way. And I'm not talking about anything from this first section as far as network and connectivity, but I like that they got settings right here. So if you're looking for something in the settings, instead of, keep going through all of these menus, just go ahead to search. But as you can see, you can go to wallpaper and style through settings also. Change your wallpaper, change your always on display, change your font, icons. This is a different way just to get the customization. As you can see, you got the color for the different color palettes for, however you want your device to look, however you want it to set up. They got different color palettes that are adjust to your wallpaper, and then they just got the featured ones that's kind of like the regular colors. I noticed on Oxygen they're a little bright with the regular colors, just the feature colors. We're going to go back here. Fingerprint animation is pretty cool. I just got the factory one on. I didn't change. This is a little bit too much for me. But, if you like it, you definitely got to here to change the fingerprint animation when you hit your under display fingerprint scanner. Now we're going to go back. Edge lighting, of course. Edge lighting is on this device, guys. So if you want it to light up when you get notifications and things of that nature, that is something that you can do. I don't have that on my device. Sometimes certain things just go a little bit overboard, and as far as being cartoonish to me. But all right, boom. So we're gonna go back up out of that. I just wanted to show y'all that. But of course, we already basically went through all these settings with the home screen and the lock screen and the customization, guys. This is just it's giving you a lot of whatever, however you want things set up. If you don't want new, one thing I hate is when new apps get added to the home screen just because I downloaded it. That's something that I definitely cut off. But now with display and brightness, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of auto brightness, and I keep my display brightness pretty high. Right now, because we're shooting a video, it's a little bit lower than I normally keep it, because if I turn this display up, this display is bright, and it just kind of like blow it out in the camera. Now, another thing that I had to definitely change was go down here, screen resolution. Out the box, this display was 1080. I turned it up to 1440, which is definitely, you just want the higher resolution, the highest resolution possible when you're using the flagships. And also you can do the adaptive detail enhancements. That's like if you're reading a book on your phone or something, it'll like enhance like the details so you can see better. So that's pretty dope. I haven't really tested that yet. Also, screen refresh rate. Now, me, of course, I'm going to have it on the high refresh rate. I'm not going to have it on the low refresh rate, guys. I'm not worried about saving battery. I'm not worried about none of that. I want top tier performance. This device got a Snapdragon 8 Elite. I want to see it at its best at all times. So those are the things that I did adjust in display straight out of the box. And then when you come down here, guys, you got battery. So just go on the battery. I'm just showing y'all this. I just think it looks pretty cool. A whole, and under the battery menu, you got a lot of little stuff. It's not being charged right now. You got battery health, so you can check the battery health. It's still at 100% maximum capacity. You could cut on smart charging and charge limit to keep your battery, overall. Especially these are things you can mess with that'll keep your battery health better through over the years. Now, if you don't plan on keeping this device a long time, if you somebody that's okay next year on OnePlus 14, I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But if you plan on keeping the device for pushing it 4 or 5 years, things of that nature, these are definitely things that can help you keep the device and get a battery some longevity, so it's not an issue for you down the road. But yeah, I wanted to show you how the device was set up and a couple of things that I did to, turn the device all the way up to how I like it. Now we can just go over a few apps. It's not a lot of apps in here that I'm going to actually recommend y'all because it's pretty much the same. We all had the same apps on our phone, but there's a couple that maybe you don't know about. So backdrops. So backdrops right here, guys. That's a cool wallpaper app. CapCut. Now, CapCut is controversial. They did cut it off with TikTok. Now it's back on. CapCut is a great video editor, either on phone for reels and stuff, and I use it on my PC to edit the videos and things of that nature. So I like CapCut, but I hate that it's part of this whole confusion. And as you see, I got 2 clocks here because one is the Oxygen clock and one is the Google clock, so I could get that clock widget on my home screen. Then we go down further. CSR Racing. I definitely like CSR Racing. And also Find My Device. Find My Device is something that you want to have on all your Android devices so you can easily find your device if it, goes under the bed or in the couch, in between the couch pillows, things of that nature. And also Gemini. Gemini is dope, guys. Now you got Gemini on this device, this is some really good AI, intuitive. You can talk to it. It talks back, answer questions, learn things. I find myself talking to Gemini about things that I want to learn and actually learning, certain things because I don't know everything. I'll talk to Gemini about camera lenses and just certain different things that I'm trying to level up as far as my content creation journey goes. Then we move on. GCPU. This is the app right here for the widget that I have on this device, guys. This is a very cool app / widget that tell you everything about your device, what's going on, the internals, how your network speed at the time. Just really dope for somebody that's interested with the inner workings of their device. But this is another racing game that I just picked up on Real Racing 3. It's got some nice graphics to be on a cell phone. Looks really good. And it's a lot of fun, especially if you use a controller. But other than that, guys, there's not too much else going on. But it's your boy BG Tech Life. This is kind of like a combination of what's on my device and tips and tricks I just wanted to show y'all. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.